Hi guys, it is Dr. Katie Henry. Hello, and welcome. I am really grateful to be here to teach with you guys tonight. So we are going to talk about joy and how to experience joy when you're making a shift in your health and in your wellness. So I'm gonna be answering any questions that you guys have that pop up. So just comment below this video. I'm just gonna double check and make sure that we are working and we are live. So if I'm looking down and you're like, what the heck is going on? Okay, cool, we're there. So I am going to just start teaching. I wanna share a little bit about who I am, because some of you guys might be like, who is this person? And if you don't know that, that's totally understandable. It's cool, I understand. I'm trying to think, okay, I guess I can't, never mind. Okay, so my name is Dr. Katie Henry. I am a transformational life and business coach, and I teach heart-centered women how to infuse joy into all areas of their life. I have a background as a doctor of physical therapy. I'm also been trained as a certified holistic health coach. So it's really funny, as Anya asked me to, hi, yay, you're here. When we were talking about doing this, it's funny because before I started doing the type of coaching that I'm doing now, I did a lot around health and wellness, and it's a huge piece of who I am and the person that I am, what I talk about, and how I show up and live my life. And so when she was like, hey, do you want to talk about, in here and do kind of a special little thing, I was like, absolutely, because what I do and what I teach on is so applicable to everything that you guys are learning here in this community. So first off, thank you for being here and thank you for showing up. And as you guys have any questions, please just ask below and fire away. And I'm gonna be teaching for about 45 minutes or so, and I'll be answering any questions that you guys have that pop up. I'll just keep checking. If I'm looking down, it's because I'm checking on my computer, because sometimes those questions pop up a little bit faster than they do on the lovely phone. Okay, so what we're going to be talking about tonight is all about choosing, I like to say, but also what we focus on. So I'm all about joy, and the reason why I am, that is like my focus. Actually, some of my clients call me the Joy Whisperer, which I'm like, yeah, I'll own that title. But it is about enjoying your life, right? And enjoying all the different aspects of that. And so when it comes to food and nutrition and wellness and living this healthy lifestyle, you want to do it from a place of joy. You want to do it from a place of feeling good. And sometimes when people think of like trying to get healthier or losing weight or anything like that, you feel that you have to take things out and that you have to deprive yourself of something that you want or something that you feel like you need, or something that, is like, well, in order for me to lose weight and be healthier, I need to do this, this, and this, and this. And then you start to feel like you're just it's not even lost or missing out. Hey, and when you guys are popping in, say hi, who it is, because I can see people are watching, but I can't always see who it is. So comment below, okay? That just helps me to see who's here. And if you're having internet fading in and out, don't worry. And if you're catching the recording of this, please comment below and you can tag me, Katie Henry, in any questions you have, and I will 100% get back to you and answer them. But anyway, so what I was saying about when it comes to making a healthy choice or a healthy change in your life is sometimes we feel like we have to cut out all of these things, and you're like, man, it's not fun. You're like, it's hard. Oh, I have to go work out, or okay, I gotta eat more veggies, or I have to do all of these things. Or if you're looking at, cutting things out of your diet, like sugar or gluten or low carbs, which I know is a lot of the stuff that you guys are learning in here, and something that is really a choice and a decision that's going to make you feel so much better. So I want you to look at some of the information that you're learning, you're taking in, not as, oh, I'm cutting all of these things out and I'm depriving myself of all of these things that I like. Flip it into, oh my gosh, look at all of the possibilities of these things I get to try that I've never eaten before, maybe. So when it comes to like fruits and vegetables and stuff, you may be like, I only ate carrots and celery. That's all I know, right? But there are like hundreds of thousands of fruits and veggies that you've maybe never tried before that could be so delicious. Or they might be nasty and gross, but that's fine too. But you gotta try it. So it's like it's a mindset shift. It's a flip to say, wow, there is an abundance of things that I now get to try. I get to eat some foods that maybe I've never had before. I wonder if they'll taste good. I wonder if it'll feel good to eat this, that, or the other. I wonder how I'll feel when I'm cooking in a slightly different way. Do you see how different that is than, and so this is like wondering or fun or whatever, or boring broccoli, exactly, right? You're like, okay, I've had broccoli and cauliflower and that's all, and I don't really know. Or it's like, okay, broccoli and cauliflower, you know you like them, but there's so many different ways to cook and prepare them. And I don't know about you guys, but I love coconut oil. So it's like broccoli and coconut oil, salt and pepper, it's actually delicious. And you may not think that, but it's like, you approach it with this curiosity, this wonder, this joy, and you have an abundance of food that you get to choose from, instead of saying, oh man, I only get to eat vegetables, I only get to eat fruit, I only get to do this, I have to cut out my this and this and this. Don't focus on the things that you have to cut out. Focus on the things that you get to have and you get to choose. Because here's the powerful thing, you guys. Your body doesn't know the difference from in a psychological standpoint. Your body doesn't know if it's good for you or not in your brain. It's just like, oh, food, yay, good, eat, insert, digest, you know? Whereas when you say like, oh, I'm so excited to have this, this is gonna feel really good, this is something fun, you are releasing all of your happy hormones. And you're lowering your cortisol, your stress level. Because you are saying, this is good, I am happy, I get to choose these foods in a way, this might be good, versus like stress response to diet and exercise and eating healthy and living a healthy life, being like, oh, I feel like I have to do this and I should do that. When you do that, your cortisol levels go up because you're stressed. And P.S., it's really hard to lose weight, get healthy, and feel more energy when your cortisol levels are up. Those are your stress hormones. So why not make a simple flip in your perspective of how you view things and view it from this lens of joy, view it from this lens of curiosity, view it from this lens of I wonder what would happen if, and then you pick the foods or you do the exercise and you do the workouts and you do the things that make you feel better. And you get a much different result. Because what you're doing is you're getting out of your head and making all these hard decisions, and you're just saying, guess what? I'm gonna choose this, I feel this way, this feels good. And then your body is gonna say, okay, I wanna feel good too, I'm going to relax. And then as you eat, not only are your cortisol levels lower because you're not stressed out, your body gets to actually digest your food because you're not in a state of stress, in a state of worrying, in a state of, I have to deprive myself of all of these things. Because psychologically, you're telling your body and your brain, no, I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna hold on to all of these things. And you're not able to, yes, I will answer that question in 1 second. I just want to finish this point. So you're like holding on to all of this stuff, where when you can allow yourself to get out of the way and say, what would happen if I eat these things? And you have this kind of abundance and joy mindset, then you are able to let your body rest, let your body digest, let your body work how it's supposed to, and things flow a lot more easily. Okay, this is a really good question. How do you recommend approaching very stressful or emotional times, right? It's hard to experience joy when that happens. This is such a good question. It was actually something that I just was being interviewed, and it's so interesting. That was a question that they asked. They were like, okay, yeah, it's easy to choose joy and choose abundance and choose this like positive mindset when things are easy, but what do you do when it's stressful or things are emotional? So the first thing I would have to say is you start with honoring the feeling. You have to honor and feel what's coming up for you. So if you're stressed and you're emotional, like you're sad, you're angry, you're insert any emotion, and if it's not good, it's not like it wouldn't be good. It's just an emotion. They're feelings. They come up. They're real. That's fine. You have to honor those. Because here's the thing. If you just pretend like everything is fine and good all the time, you're not being real, true, and honest with yourself. You want to be honest. You want to feel the feelings, good, bad, or whatever. But here's how you shift into joy. You feel it, you see it, you honor it, and then you choose. So you can say like, man, I'm really stressed out. I'm overwhelmed. I'm freaking out. Like, what do I do? And then you just take a breath. Like literally, these are the thoughts you notice. So here you go. Number one, you notice how you're feeling. Number two is you just pause and take a deep breath. There are a few things like the 5-second rule. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you make a decision. I just say like, feel the feelings, notice what's coming up for you. Step 2 is to just pause and breathe and say like, okay, this is what I'm feeling. Step 3 is you ask yourself a question. How do I want to feel? And so you think of, okay, right now I'm feeling stressed and overwhelmed. Do I want to feel that way? No, probably not. And then step 4 is you answer how you want to feel. And you just get real and honest with what do you want in that moment. And there are going to be some times where you're like, yeah, right now I want to feel sad. I want to feel angry. I want to feel pissed. I want to feel whatever. But you're probably not going to want to feel stressed out and overwhelmed. Nobody wants to feel that way. So then the next step, number 5, is you get to choose how you want. Oh wait, no, that's 4. Sorry. You choose how you want to feel. You say how you want to feel and then you choose it. Number 5 is choosing it. So you can say, well, I want to feel happy. I want to feel joyful. I want to feel free. I want to feel joy. Okay, if that's how you want to feel, what is something you can do right now in this moment that'll bring you closer to that feeling of joy that you desire? And that's how you can shift. And so a lot of times people are like, I have no idea how to feel joy. I don't know how to feel this. Well, I want you to look at and think of a time in your life when you felt really good. And when things felt good, things felt free, things felt easy. How were you feeling? What were you doing? And you can, when you start to think about it, you can say, oh, I was spending time with this person, or oh, it was summer, it was sunny out, I was listening to music, I was you have this list. And what you do is you can write, like you can legitimately write down, I was saying like I have Post-it notes everywhere, right? You can write something down on a Post-it, stick it on your computer, have it as the background of your phone, but have this list of, you can call it shifting into joy, you can call it your joy list, you can call it whatever you want, but it is a list of things you can do to get into the feeling and the energy of joy right away. And so what you do to kind of review, okay, so you're feeling stressed and emotional, right? So we'll just use stress as an example. So the first step is you say, I feel stressed. I recognize that I am feeling stressed out. Number 2, you take a deep breath. Okay, how do I want to feel? Number 3, asking yourself the question. I don't want to feel stressed out anymore. No thanks. Okay, and then number 4 is you decide, okay, so you're saying number 4 is like, how do I want to feel? Okay. All right, I don't want to feel stressed out. I want to feel like things are easy. I just want to feel like it flows. Okay, cool. What can I do right now that will make something feel easy and something will flow? And if it has nothing to do with work or it has nothing to do with whatever the stressful situation, but you're like, it feels really easy when I just like go for a little walk and I don't care about what's going on. Shut your computer. Take a step away. 5 minutes will be fine. Go for a walk. leave your phone at your desk, whatever. Like, let's say you're stressed out at work. Go for a walk, come back and see how you feel. You're probably not going to feel as stressed out. You might still feel stressed, but it may not be like stress level up here. Maybe it's stressed here. And that's how you start to shift into the energy and the feeling that you desire more often, is you honor the feelings. You ask yourself, you pause and you breathe. You ask yourself how you want to feel, and then you choose and you make it this conscious choice and this conscious decision to decide that you get to choose the feelings that you want and the joy that you desire, or the freedom that you desire, or the health that you want. You want to have energy. You want to feel that way. Amazing. Good. Do that. Oh, sorry. Something just popped up on my computer. Do that, and then you're going to get into more of that feeling and the energy that you desire more often. And that's how you start to shift and experience more joy when it seems like there's no possible way that you can. So I hope that helps. I hope that makes sense. I can actually type out. Let me type out. Well, actually, I'll put it as a separate comment, but I'll write that out. So yeah, you guys, something that I am about a lot is about joy and experiencing it more often in your life, because I believe that joy is our natural state. Joy is this kind of deep desire in all of us that we all have. And if you look at how, most children are, they're having a freaking blast at life, right? And so why can't we do the same thing? We obviously can. We get to choose. We get to decide how we show up. So why not choose and show up from a space of joy, from this decision of, man, I just want to feel good. I want to feel better. Well, of course you do. We all do. So why not make a decision over and over each and every day to choose joy and choose the things that make you feel good? So when it comes to food, and when it comes to eating, and it comes to your diet, it comes to cooking, it comes to exercise, do it from this space of, man, it feels so good. I would love to know someone who doesn't feel better after they work out. Unless you have some like severe pain or something. Every single time after I work out, I always feel better. The hardest thing is getting there, right? So you can just remember when you wake up and that alarm goes off and you're like, oh, I don't want to go to work out or whatever. Be like, man, remember how good it feels after I do it? Or maybe look at the exercise and stuff that you're doing. Are you doing exercise because you feel like you have to? Why not do exercise that you like, that is enjoyable, that is going to get those pleasure hormones going, that's going to get your heart pumping, that's going to get you upbeat and energized to say, yes, I like this. I want to feel good. I want to feel and experience more joy in my workouts, in my food, in my life, in all areas of your life. It is a decision. So you can choose it. And you can choose to have joy in each and every part of this healthy life that you desire. Husband, he really feels good, but he feels accomplished. So you may, okay, so he doesn't feel good after he goes to the gym. Well, okay, that's fair. I mean, I guess that you don't have to feel really good all the time, but I think that something that's important is that you feel better. You may not feel like amazing. You may feel exhausted, but I think you can always look back at like anything that happens in when it comes to like working out or whatever, that you're like, man, I'm glad I did that, So yes, that feeling of accomplishment is good. You're right. Maybe not everyone feels good. I usually feel better. I'm like, I guess the thought is like, you're never like, man, I'm mad I went to the gym, or I'm mad I did my workout today. No, you're like, I'm so glad I did that. Yeah, whether it's you feeling good or it's the sense of accomplishment, So yeah, I think that's a really good point. Thank you for saying that. So one thing I wanted to say with you guys is that sometimes people think like, it has to be a hard decision to shift into a more, like this positive mindset, positive thinking, and choosing and being in this state of joy and feeling good and all of that kind of stuff. I want you to know that it doesn't have to be something hard and impossible, and that has to be a challenge and a struggle. It's about taking small little actions each day that get you more into this energy of joy, into this feeling of feeling good, and of the things that you want and you desire. And each day spending a little bit of time in what that feels like. So if you really want to be healthy, you want to lose weight, you want to feel better, you want to do whatever, and you want to have more energy, then spend a little bit of time each day in that higher energy. And if you can't actually get there physically, then I want you to, sorry, that's really bright back there. I want you to think of, well, okay, what would that feel like? So maybe you journal about, like, what would it feel like if I had a lot of energy? What would it feel like if I was healthy? What would I be doing? How would I be doing things differently? And that's how you can get more into the mindset and wrap your head around what that feels like for you. Because the more you experience joy or whatever feeling that you desire, the more it's going to happen in your life. And it's about consistently choosing it. You don't have to make, like, I mean, if I'm saying anything that is like, doesn't make sense, you guys, please let me know. But what I'm saying is, it doesn't have to be like this massive, huge, elaborate dinner that you're making every single day. It can be small little things that make you feel better. So you start to shift, okay, let's say you're trying to change all of your food and you're like, okay, well, I'm doing this here and I'm staying consistent with it. This is really good. I started to cut out my sugar and gluten and I'm feeling better. Okay, cool. I'm going to keep doing this. It's not the easiest thing, but I'm going to keep choosing it and I'm going to keep choosing it. And then you start to notice, oh, my headaches are starting to go away. I actually have more energy. I feel better, all this. Wow, this feels good. Maybe it is this diet change that I have. What would happen if I did this more often? And so it's just starting to opening up this lens of curiosity of what would happen if I did it this way, and seeing what happens and seeing what results come. Excuse me. It's a really powerful shift, you guys. Now I have the hiccups. Hold on. Let me drink some water. Ask any questions that are coming up as you guys hear this. And the other thing I want to do, for those of you guys, if you want to learn more about me, okay, I'm going to do a couple things. Here is my website. And actually, I am giving you guys a discount if you want. Okay, so I do these monthly workshops. They're called Joy Healing Workshops. What we do is I do some healing work, and I do some coaching around whatever is coming up, and then usually I'll do like angel cards or sometimes tapping, EFT, and then we end with a meditation. And I love teaching meditations, and it's really about embodying whatever the feeling is. So I do that each month, and the next one that's coming up is 2 weeks from today, the 21st. But I am also doing a bonus meditation for the full moon. There was an eclipse today. So you guys, you'll get two things. You get a bonus meditation from me for the full moon. And then you're also going to get a discount. So you get $11 off using the code ACTION. So when there's a little like checkout button, and it says coupon code, so you can just add that in. So and $11 discount using the code, I'm typing this in the comments, ACTION at checkout, and head over here, and that is this. It's drkatiehenry.com /monthly joy to join the workshop. Enter the code ACTION for $11 off. Yay. And let's see what else. Oh, this is like one really long comment. I don't know if that's working. My social media is at Dr. Katie Henry. Okay, so that's that. Okay, I'll put that there, and you guys can go to any of those things, to learn more about me. Okay, so there was another question that came up here. Yeah, you guys can follow me on all the things with Dr. Katie at Dr. Katie Henry. That's my Instagram, my Twitter. I don't really use Twitter that much. And then my Facebook is facebook.com/Dr. Katie Henry. So you can follow me on all of the things. I also have a group called Fuel Your Joy, where we talk about all things joy, and you are more than welcome to learn there. So yeah, I think a big thing that we were talking about too is to focus on abundance and all of the foods you get to have as you make a healthier choice, all the exercises you get to do. And I want you guys to listen to the language I'm using. You get to have, you get to choose, you get to do more of these things that feel good versus I have to eat vegetables. I have to blah, blah, blah. I should do this. So you say, I get to do this because that is telling you that you are making a decision, you're making a choice, and this is something that you get to choose. And that way you're tuning into more of the energy of it, but you also are just feeling better about it. So it's good, and it's a good positive energy, and it's a good positive feeling and a good positive sensation. So I want you to be able to tap into that, that feeling and that energy and the ability to choose it, because you do get to choose, and you get to choose it each and every single day. And you get to choose if you want to be in a space of joy, of abundance, of health, and feeling good and feeling well, or to not feel that way. So is flipping it from there versus this kind of depriving yourself of all of these things. And this really, honestly, you guys, applies to not only like a healthy lifestyle and food and how you eat and all that kind of stuff, but it applies to exercise, it applies to relationships, it applies to things in your business. It really applies to so many different things in your life. And it's about choosing it, and it's about choosing it over and over and over again in each moment. And that's really all that it's about. And so I want you guys to know that it really can be a simple thing, and it can be a simple shift. And it's a shift and a choice that you get to make, and you get to make it over and over and over again. Okay? So I want to see if there are any questions or any other comments that you guys have. Let's see here. So one thing that we were talking about also is if you're having a hard time achieving your goals. Okay, so if you may be struggling with achieving your goals or something that you want, I think an important thing to look at is what are your goals and how do you want to feel? Because it's the feeling that we get by achieving our goals that we actually want versus like, I want to lose 10 pounds, I want to feel healthier, I want to do whatever. Why do you want that? Why do you want to lose 10 pounds? So that you can fit into a dress, so that you can look sexy in front of your husband, so you can feel sexy. Boom. Sexy is what you want, not losing 10 pounds. Or you want to lose, 30 pounds so that you can be confident when you go on a date. And you want to feel good in your body, and you want to feel confident in who you are, and owning your truth, and owning who you are as a person, and all that kind of stuff. Then the feeling that you are going for is confidence. So your goal is not losing 30 pounds, but your goal is to feel confident and feel confident more often. So the way that you can achieve your goals is by identifying the feelings that you really want and then feeling that way more often. So, okay, I want to feel confident. What can I do that makes me feel more confident? Do X, Y, and Z. And if it has to do with weight loss, and be like, you know what? Actually, I get to work out because that makes me feel better. I get to eat healthier because then I feel more confident in myself and who I am and all that kind of stuff. So it's these small little shifts, and it's making these shifts and these decisions over and over again each day that over time add up to become this massive shift and this massive transformation that you get to make in your life. And that's how it sticks. You guys, these healthy choices that you have been learning about each and every day, and let's be real, we all have it exposed to us on a daily basis. It's just about, what do I choose? How do I get to feel? How do I get to show up? And show up in a way that feels good, aligned, and right for you. And do what works for you. And the more you can tune into what does feeling good, what does feeling healthy feel like for me, and how can I do that more often? And the more often you do that, the better you will feel. And it's about making a choice and making a decision over and over and over again each and every day. And it's not overwhelming. It can just be a simple choice. Okay, what do I want to do? This or this? Good. This is what I decided. This is what I chose. And that's all you have to do. You don't have to do anything. You get to do things. You get to make it a choice. You get to make a decision. And when you decide, that's when you get to live fueled by joy. That's when you get to have the joy and the feeling and the sensation that you want and that you desire to occur and to happen more often in your life. The more you feel this way, the more you tap into the energy and the feeling and the sensation of joy, the better you get to feel. It's a simple shift. It's a simple decision, you guys, but it is so powerful. This is how you can thrive. This is how you can live in a way when you feel so good. You feel so joyful. You feel so abundant. You feel so free. This is how we want to feel. And it's about making a decision. So you can tune into feeling like deprived out of stuff and that you can't do X, Y, and Z. Or you can look at it and say, man, I get to do this. I get to feel abundance. I get to eat an abundance of delicious foods. I get to move my body in a way that feels good. And I get to feel good more often. And I get to be in this energy and this state of joy that makes me feel so good and allows me to do more than I ever thought was possible. That's what it's like to be healthy and live a healthy life. And that's how you can tap into the energy and the feeling and the sensation of joy more often in your life. And that's how you can truly be healthy and be well. Thank you guys so much. If you have any questions or if you are catching the recording of this live training, just comment below and tag me, just Katie Henry. And remember, you can find me at drkatiehenry.com, anywhere on social media at Dr. Katie Henry. It's DrKatieHenry. And for those of you who are watching and listening, and if you're catching the recording, don't worry, you get this too. You guys get $11 off of my monthly joy workshop that is really cool. It's powerful. It's a healing workshop. It's basically free coaching from me on whatever is coming up from you, life, business, health, whatever, anything in between. People ask about anything on this stuff. And then we really seal it in with a meditation and journal prompts that I give you so that you can take everything that we learn and move into doing this for your overall health and your wellness. And remember, the 5 steps. Thank you for asking that. The 5 steps are: number 1 is recognizing how you're feeling. And 2, just taking a pause and breathing. And then number 3 is asking yourself, how do I want to feel? And the next step is really answering that question and owning, okay, this is what I want to feel. Either this feeling or emotion that's coming up for me right now, or I want to feel differently. And then the last step is decide and choose. Actually make the decision. And then when you choose how you want to feel, get into the energy and the experience and the joy, hopefully, that you want to feel. And do that more often. And the more you can do that each and every day in any part of your life, the more you are living and embodying the state of joy. So the information is below. It's drkatiehenry.com/monthlyjoy, and you guys can enter in the code ACTION, ACTION, to get $11 off. I am more than happy to answer any questions that you guys have around this, around joy, around getting into the energy of it, how you can use this to make yourself a healthier, happier, and more joyful person. I am so grateful for you guys for taking the time to listen and to learn, and I will hopefully see you soon. Again, my name is Dr. Katie Henry, and I really, really hope that you guys make the decision to live fueled by joy. Mwah! Lots of love. Have a beautiful day. Bye, guys.